But we begin with a greenhouse project. The Top Nano Greenhouse pilot project was started without government money, and harvesting began on the 10th of October. Over the next 10 months, 30,000 kilograms of tomatoes will be harvested. The project is being managed by a holding company until the local cooperative has mastered the craft of successfully growing export-grade greenhouse tomatoes.
This cooperative greenhouse farming initiative project was inspired by the need to bring employment to the people in rural areas. Most people are moving from rural areas to get jobs in urban areas, resulting in squatter camps, jondolos coming up everywhere. We wanted to come with the idea of bringing the work to people in the rural areas. And we then partnered with Top Greenhouses Israel and Kohwa Holdings South Africa to come up with a model, which is the one we have here. We come into the community working together with Kohwa Holdings, and Kohwa Holdings raise the money for the community to get the greenhouses. Then we come in, we build the greenhouses, where one of our engineers is on the site, and we work with the local people who provide the labor for constructing the site. Once the site is up, Kohwa come back on the scene and train the people how to grow the vegetables and nurture them, and stay hand in hand working with these community workers until such a time that they are able to know how to do it themselves. So the process can take anything from 3 to 5 years for us to give the skills transfer and mentorship for the community. Normally they are working as a cooperative, so this is a model that we are adopting. This greenhouse here is 1,000 square meters. The total costs to build such a structure is in the region of 350 to 400,000 rand to get it up to harvest stage. This is including the structure and the wages for the staff. Such a greenhouse is producing between 30 to 60,000 kgs of tomatoes for a year. Currently, they are harvesting 1,500 kgs every week for the month, and they will continue to do so for the next 10 months. The planting process involves planting seedlings. The seedlings are then transplanted into the greenhouse, and we are using a fertigation system where we are taking the water from a local stream nearby, and then we're mixing it with fertilizer and having what we call drip irrigation. So we are preserving water and not using excessive fertilizer. Between growing and harvesting, it is taking between 60 to 80 days. And then from there we are harvesting for 10 months, twice a week, every month for up to 10 months.
What makes this greenhouse project unique as opposed to other greenhouse projects that we have seen, number one is the community involvement. When we started out, the vision was not to simply erect a greenhouse in the middle of the valley. The vision was to really empower people to learn how to construct a greenhouse, learn how to run a greenhouse, and successfully so, and learn what the process is that is involved in getting your produce from your farm into the marketplace. The other important thing, or the unique factor, is the partnership. You know, the relationship between the community at large, the relationship between the cooperatives that are the stakeholders or the custodians of this project, the relationship between the Inkosi as the local government, and then also the relationship between business enterprises such as Kohwa Holdings and Top Greenhouses.
Engikufundile lana, so sifundile ngokutshala kwatamatisi ukuthi mose isithombo utshala kanjani phansi, nanokuthi kuchelelwa kanjani makufanele kuchelelwe. So safunda nangama nitrogen ukuchecka amanzi phansi ukuthi alungeleni ukuthi angakhulisa utamatisi, ukuthi mangabe elungele fanele abe ngakanani muwachecka ngama scales.
My name is Kanyisa Sikala. I am the farm manager and the agronomist of the greenhouse. I've studied horticulture. After I've waited for 5 years looking for a job, and last year I've received a call from Durban after that 5 years to work in the greenhouse as the agronomist. Of course, that has changed a lot in my life. I am growing in the greenhouse and I feel a lot of change. Financially, working on the greenhouse is helping me a lot. I have managed to have my own place to stay and depending on myself instead of my parents. I am helping my siblings as well in terms of registration of school, helping my mother, who is the only one who's been the breadwinner for those years. Extra knowledge I am getting from the chief agronomist of Israel has improved my knowledge and the skills to manage this kind of a job.
My name is Bonsiwe Ntuli. I live at Itshetlope. When I got the job at greenhouse, I was in work. I stayed in my home for 5 years, and this job for greenhouse helped me to pay the school fees of my baby, to make a grocery for my home, to help the people stay with me in my home. I stay with my sister and my sister's baby and my brother's baby, and I get that money, and I'm happy to get this money because I'm stayed home the long time.
Sanibonani, igama lami sibonga konke Mkhize. Ngiyabonga kakhulukazi ukuthi ngibe la kwa greenhouse. Isikhathi eside ngihlele ekhaya but 7 years ngawuthola umsebenzi. Ngibonga nje ukuthi greenhouse okufika kwawo la uyishintshile impilo yami. Kakhulukazi abazali bami, kakhulukazi uma ngoba ubaba akasekho. Ngwazile ukumsupporta ngezinto eziningi, sengikwazi ukuthola nemali ukuthi ngimthengele nokudla azokudla. Ngibonge inkosi amaphumulo no Trevor abasizile basondeza la ku greenhouse. Uma kudabuka uplastic ngiyafika ngifike ngulungise nepump yamanzi mayinenkinga ngifike futhi nayo ngishintshe ngifaka amanzi njengoba nje injini iduma emini ngenze lokho anginako okuningi engakusho. Thanks.
My responsibility is an everyday activity of everything that needs to be done at the greenhouse. I am teaching cooperative members about how to grow the plants, and I've got support from the Napirus provided by Kohwa Holdings. He is my supervisor, so I discuss each and every aspect of that is challenging at the greenhouse.
We want to see this project expand out from KZN across to other provinces and even other countries. And we know how to collaborate together with the communities, the traditional leaders, the government, and other private partners. And we are able to provide the technical know-how to make sure that the project can grow beyond the borders of South Africa and create more jobs.